What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Talking Sports Podcast right here on YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. I am your host, as always, Peter DiBiasi. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Drop a like. Drop a comment. And as always, follow us on social media at Talking Sports PD on X and on Instagram. The link is in the description, in the bio, wherever you want to find it. And as always, shout out to our sponsor for today's episode, Underdog Fantasy. Use code TSP for 100% deposit match up to $100 on Underdog Fantasy. Link is in the description. As you guys can tell by the title, if you're an Apple Podcast or on Spotify, or if you are on YouTube, NFC and AFC Championship preview. We have Patriots Broncos at 3 o'clock. And then we have, look at my left sheet, Rams Seahawks at 6:30, CBS and Fox, respectively. I'm going to keep this episode quick. Am I a little annoyed that the Bills are in this game? Was that a catch for Brandon Cooks? Yes. Did the Bills turn the ball over 5 times and do that to themselves? And where the Bills are also up by 4 with 4 minutes left? Yes, and yes, they all could be true, and you can all argue the same. I'm going to keep this a little short, a little bit on a time crunch here in my day-to-day life here, but we're going to start out with a preview. If you have not checked out our wildcard preview or a divisional round preview, please do. More NFL content coming your way. Super Bowl preview, NFL coaching hierarchy. Last year I did a coaching tiers. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed that episode. We'll be doing that. NBA All-Star Game break kind of stuff. Golf season right around the corner, so do not go anywhere on all platforms. Okay. This is a fun one, but is it a fun one? 2-seed Patriots at the 1-seed Broncos. We got the 1 and we got the 2 seeds out of the AFC. If you've been living under a rock, the Broncos beat the Bills in overtime 33-30 on Saturday. And then the Patriots beat the Houston Texans on Sunday. There's a caveat there. Bo Nix is not playing for the Denver Broncos this weekend. It is Jarrett Stidham. You might be like, former Auburn quarterback Jarrett Stidham? Yep. Former Baylor quarterback Jarrett Stidham? Yeah, that's the guy. Former 4th-round pick of the New England Patriots, Jarrett Stidham? Yep, that guy as well. You're right on all 3 of those answers. Jarrett Stidham is starting at home in the AFC Championship game with a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Yes. Take a minute, think for a second, and realize that. There's 2 worlds where this happens, right? Or 2 world scenarios here. Jarrett Stidham plays bad, the Patriots defense plays great, and the Patriots move on and they go to the Super Bowl. The second is Jarrett Stidham balls. They pull the upset. Yes, it is an upset. Right now, the Patriots on Friday right now are 4.5-point favorites at Denver. Jarrett Stidham balls. He goes nuclear. Beats the Patriots. Shocks the Patriots. Patriots fans are crying and sad everywhere. And he gets a $40 to $50 million contract next offseason because he took a team to the Super Bowl. And maybe he even ended up winning the Super Bowl. We'll find out there. What's more likely? The Patriots winning is more likely. It's just a fascinating and sad. If you're a Broncos fan, you beat the Bills in overtime. You're celebrating. We're hosting the AFC Championship game. We have Bo Nix. I'm coughing because I'm so just flabbergasted what's going on. We have Bo Nix. He's playing well. We're at home. Oh no, Bo Nix is out for the season here. He broke his foot, or he broke a bone in his foot. He's not just out the AFC Championship game. If they do end up winning this game against New England, and it's only a 4.5-point spread, I'll talk about that more in a minute here. They end up winning this game, they will have Jarrett Stidham starting in a Super Bowl. It's fascinating. Flip over to the Patriots for a second. I mentioned they're 4.5-point favorites. Wow. That's what we're thinking of the New England Patriots at 4.5-point favorites against Jarrett Stidham. It tells you a lot about 2 teams. It tells you they have a lot of faith in the Denver home field advantage. Fair. It tells you they have a lot of faith in Sean Payton. Fair. It tells you they have a lot of faith in the weapons around Jarrett Stidham and the Denver defense that has been great at home. Yes, yes, and yes. It also tells you that they don't fully buy into the Patriots. And guess what that means if you're a Patriots? Absolutely nothing. And I'm not telling you it shouldn't mean anything that you're only 4.5-point favorites against Jarrett Stidham in the AFC Championship game. But I am telling you, if you're betting this game or if you're looking at where this game could go, This game is going to be a lot closer than it probably should be on paper based on the quarterback matchup. One thing on the Patriots, or a couple things. Patriots defense and coaching have been great. Like against the Chargers and against Houston, it was a masterclass from Vrabel and masterclass from defense. I am concerned about Drake May. He's been great all regular season. He's been horrible this postseason. Horrible. But it's been overshadowed by a couple things. They're winning games. So that overshadows it. Of course it does. Secondly, you know why it also gets overshadowed? Because they played the beat-up Chargers on offense. The Chargers O-line was not good, and Herbert was running for his life. So a depleted Chargers team. And the Houston Texans. Like, C.J. Stroud was awful. Funny enough, C.J. Stroud, underlying stats are telling you he played better than Drake May. I'm telling you right now, if Drake May has the type of performance that he had the last 2 games, they are losing this game in Denver. And if you lose this game to Jarrett Stidham in the AFC Championship game, your season just all of a sudden went crashing down, and people are looking at the truth behind it. I'm not saying this is truth. Your easy regular season schedule and your postseason schedule, everyone's going to be coming out of the woodwork saying, told you so, told you so. I'm not saying that's true or fair. There are going to be people saying, told you so. You guys played no one in the regular season, easiest schedule in 30 years. Check. You guys played the depleted Los Angeles Chargers, and you played Justin Herbert with no line. Check. You played C.J. Stroud in that offense. Check. And then you lost to Jarrett Stidham. So everyone that's said it all year will have enough ammo to be probably right. Is that fair? No, because you play the teams on your schedule. So it doesn't really matter. Who am I going with here? 4.5 point spread. I'm taking Denver to cover, but I'm taking the Patriots to win outright. There's no way. There should not be a world where Drake May and Mike Vrabel and this Patriots team loses to Jarrett Stidham in Denver, because that would be quote unquote close to embarrassing in my opinion. I do think if you get a similar to Drake May performance, there's a chance this game comes down to the end. It might not matter because Jarrett Stidham might just be terrible, and he just might not be good enough and ready for this game. But if Jarrett Stidham is ready to play this game and you get that Drake May performance that you have against the Chargers and Houston when he was downright bad, like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say he was good in any of those 2 games because he was not. He was not particularly good. He was bailed out by his run game. He was bailed out by his receivers, and he was bailed out by the defense and the 2 opponents that they played. But Drake May has a level that we saw in the regular season that he can take this team to and take this offense to. I am taking the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl. I am taking the Denver to cover. It would not shock me if Denver wins this game whatsoever. I don't think, and you know why it would not shock me? Because this line is 4.5. If you really think deep down, Vegas is telling you this game is going to be really close. Vegas also would have told you Denver would have been favorite if Bo Nix was playing, obviously, but Vegas is telling you this game is going to be close. Patriots win, Broncos cover. Okay. Let me know in the comment section what you guys got and what you guys are thinking for this game. Rams, Seahawks. Let me get this line quickly up for you guys. Right now, Seattle is -2.5 as of Friday afternoon. What did Seattle do to San Fran? I took Seattle to beat San Fran, and I took San Fran to cover. And I wish I didn't. That was just a shellacking, like just a BTA. Like Seattle was gnarly to me. Like, they've been awesome, defensively, offensively, coaching wise, running the ball wise. I know Zach Charbonnet's out, but I still believe in Kenneth Walker and what he can do for this team. They've been awesome. Flip over to the Rams. They just played one of the crazier games we've seen against Chicago. And you know what? When you play the Bears this year, how crazy are those games? They're pretty crazy. That Caleb Williams throw on 4th and 4, under a minute left, to tie or set up the game time INT was nuts. Then they end up going OT, and Rams make a great pick. Caleb Williams throws to the wrong guy, or DJ Moore runs the wrong route, whatever you want to say, and the Rams win. What Matthew Stafford are we getting? Because I'm going to put this out there. I just criticized Drake May. So any Patriots fan coming at me, whatever, don't really care. But I criticized Drake May. I'm going to be fair here. Matthew Stafford has not been good in this postseason. He was good at times against Carolina. He was not good against Chicago. And look, he was good at times. They've both been, May and Stafford, 2 MVP candidates. It's going to be Stafford, obviously, as it should be. But May's not been great in this postseason, and neither is Stafford. So I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I'm gonna be unbiased. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I do think the weather played an impact on Matthew Stafford. Sean McVay said he called a terrible game. The Rams have to find a way to consistently run the ball. They're at their best when they run the ball with Blake Corum and Kyren Williams. I think against Chicago, they went away from that. I was watching that game with a Rams fan, and I was thinking, my younger brother's a Rams fan. I was like, and he was mad because they weren't running the ball, because every time they did, they were going 6, 7, not going to do it, 6 to 7 yards per carry, and they eventually just wore down the Bears, and they just didn't do that consistently enough. Can we get 4 quarters from Matthew Stafford? Can I get a consistent Matthew Stafford? Because that passing offense was not good against Chicago, and this Seattle defense can get after you. They can get after you. They really can. I like this matchup. This is going to be a fun matchup. They split in the regular season. We saw them Thursday Night Football. The Rams blow that lead to Seattle, and the Seattle win a wonky one. What do you guys think? I honestly think the spread's 2.5. It's under 3, which is basically telling me it's close to a pick'em. You get 3 points for being home. Like, I think this is a really close game. Neutral site, it's a pick'em. Obviously, you bake in the Seattle home field advantage. I really like the Rams, and I've picked the Rams multiple times. I'm going to stay with my gut. I'm going to stay with the Rams. I am not confident. So if I'm taking the Rams, I'm taking the minus 2.5 because no, not obviously. Obviously I'm taking plus they're dogs. Sorry, that made no sense. Rams, I'm taking the Rams, and I'm taking the plus 2.5 with the Rams. Obviously, that's what I meant, not minus, plus 2.5. I have no idea where this game is going because people have picked against Seattle all year. They play it great at home. They play great defense. Sam Darnold, when he doesn't turn the ball over, the only games he has turned the ball over is against the Los Angeles Rams. I think we get a better performance from what we saw against Chicago from McVay and Matthew Stafford. I do. I think they're going to lean on the run game. I think Stafford's going to be a little more comfortable. I think McVay is going to call a great game. I'm going to take the Rams. I don't feel confident. So this is what we're going with. We're going Patriots at Broncos. Patriots win. Broncos cover. Rams win. Rams cover. Let me know down in the comment section. I told you I would keep this quick, but sometimes it's more fun to keep it quick. Social media, Talking Sports PD on X and on Instagram. Guys, I really appreciate if you guys go follow us on X and on Instagram. It means a lot. 2,500, how many followers? 2,500,000 followers on Instagram, 2,400 followers on X. You can follow me on my personal X as well. Please do that. That means a lot. Apple Podcasts and Spotify are in the description as well if you prefer the audio version of this. And as always, we are sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. Use code TSP for 100% deposit match up to $100 on Underdog Fantasy. AFC NFC Championship. When is a better time to get on Underdog Fantasy and before the Super Bowl? Like, get on Underdog Fantasy, figure out the app, and get ready to go for championship round weekend and get ready to go for the Super Bowl. That is going to do it for us. Like, comment, and subscribe. Are we going anywhere? Of course we're not going anywhere. When have we ever gone anywhere? Super Bowl preview, golf, NBA, college basketball, more NFL stuff. Don't go anywhere. Patriots beat the Broncos. Broncos cover. Rams beat Seattle. Rams cover. That is going to do it for us. Enjoy championship weekend. Like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.